In the heart of an old, forgotten town stood a decrepit arcade, its neon signs flickering in the night like dying stars. The locals whispered tales of its cursed past, warning others to stay away. But for a group of adventurous teenagers seeking thrills on a moonless night, those warnings were mere echoes in the wind. The air was thick with anticipation as Sarah, Jake, Emily, and Ben approached the looming arcade. The rusty gates creaked open, inviting them into a realm of forgotten dreams and nightmares. Inside, the air was stale, tinged with the scent of mildew and decay. The arcade was a labyrinth of darkness, broken machines, and faded posters of long-forgotten games. As they ventured deeper, the familiar sounds of their footsteps echoed eerily against the walls. Sarah's fingers trembled as she reached out to touch a dusty arcade machine, its screen cracked and lifeless. "This place gives me the creeps," she muttered, her voice barely above a whisper. Jake chuckled nervously, trying to mask his unease. "Come on, don't be such a scaredy cat. We're here for an adventure, remember?" But Emily's eyes darted nervously around the dimly lit room. "I don't like this," she admitted, her voice trembling. "Something feels off." Ben, always the skeptic, rolled his eyes. "Quit being paranoid, Em. It's just an old arcade." As they explored further, they stumbled upon a hidden room at the back of the arcade. The door was slightly ajar, inviting them in with a sinister whisper. Against their better judgment, they pushed it open, revealing a room bathed in an eerie blue light. Inside, rows of arcade machines lined the walls, each one pulsating with an otherworldly glow. The air crackled with energy, as if the very fabric of reality was unraveling before their eyes. Sarah's heart pounded in her chest as she stepped forward, drawn to the nearest machine like a moth to a flame. Its screen flickered to life, displaying a game none of them had ever seen before. This wasn't here before," Jake stammered, his voice barely audible over the hum of the machines. Before they could react, the room plunged into darkness, leaving them surrounded by an impenetrable void. Panic seized their hearts as they fumbled in the dark, searching for an exit that seemed to have vanished into thin air. Suddenly, a voice echoed through the darkness, chilling them to the bone. "Welcome to the Arcade of Shadows," it whispered, sending shivers down their spines. As their eyes adjusted to the darkness, they realized they were no longer alone. Figures lurked in the shadows, their eyes glowing with malevolent intent. "We shouldn't have come here," Emily whimpered, her voice trembling with fear. But it was too late. The arcade had ensnared them in its web of darkness, and now they were at its mercy. One by one, they were drawn into the games themselves, forced to confront their deepest fears and darkest secrets. Sarah found herself trapped in the labyrinthine maze, pursued by a relentless force she could not escape. Jake battled monstrous creatures in a game of survival, his every move haunted by the specter of death. Emily faced her greatest regrets in a surreal dreamscape, where the past and present collided in a whirlwind of emotion. And Ben confronted his own inner demons in a twisted game of truth and consequences, where the line between reality and illusion blurred beyond recognition. Hours turned into days as they fought for their lives within the confines of the arcade, their sanity slipping away with each passing moment. But as the darkness closed in around them, they realized the only way to escape was to confront the true mastermind behind the arcade's sinister games. With their strength waning and their will to survive fading, they banded together, determined to face their fears head-on. As they delved deeper into the arcade's twisted corridors, they uncovered the dark secret that had haunted the town for generations. The arcade was a gateway to another realm, a realm ruled by an ancient evil that hungered for souls. And now, it had set its sights on them. With newfound determination, they confronted the entity within the heart of the arcade, their courage bolstered by the bonds of friendship forged in the fires of adversity. With a final, desperate act of defiance, they shattered the illusion that had ensnared them and banished the darkness from the town once and for all. As dawn broke on the horizon, they emerged from the arcade, weary but victorious. The town was bathed in the warm glow of sunlight, its streets bustling with life once more. But the memory of their harrowing ordeal would linger with them forever, a reminder of the darkness that lurked in the shadows and the power of friendship to overcome even the greatest of horrors.